so. How was it getting here, first workout, and just being on this field as an opponent?
It's great. This place has a lot of tradition, and it's known as a place that plays football the right way, plays tough football. It's been well coached, and it's an organization that's, in my career, I want to come to a place where you have a chance to win, and they play football the right way here, and you give yourself a really good chance to win.
Where are you physically along the trail in your rehab?
I'm still checking with Steve. Like today is kind of I was just getting to know each other on where I am in return to play. Feel like it's close. Feel like it's really close. I can't wait to get back out there. So I just got to go through the check the boxes, if you will, on all the things that they want to see, and so I'm gonna let them lead, and got to put trust in the medical staff that we're doing it the right way.
Were you surprised to get that call from Dave? What was that conversation like?
Not surprised. Me and Dave have a good relationship going back a long ways. I've gone against him for a long time. We have a lot of great respect for each other. We've gotten to know each other in the off seasons through some of the stuff through CFL, CFLPA, and so I plan on playing this year, right? And I just get myself ready. Someone's going to need somebody. Injuries always happen, and just unfortunately happen for the guys here in Calgary a lot sooner than anybody would like. You never want anyone to get hurt, but that's why I was staying ready.
Just to say, how about in terms of it? Did you consider calling it a career? I mean, your legacy is set. You don't actually need to, to improve your legacy by coming here. What brought you here?
Well, I tearing my ACL last year is, it's not the way you want to go out and feel about your career the way it ended. And, so I've always had a bit of an underdog mentality to myself that, chip on my shoulder. I want to do it the way I want to do it. And, no matter how many people doubt me, prove them wrong. So just the mentality that, I want to get back out here and play again and do it the way I want to do it.
So how did it feel to put on red and white?
Different. It feels different, but it feels great. Because like I said, this place, when you put on the red and white, it comes with the tradition that came before you. So, this to me, this is a powerful logo with a powerful message behind it. And no matter where I was at in the league, when I was playing for BC or playing for Winnipeg, you're coming to play. You're playing Calgary. It's going to be a tough game. They play football extremely tough and physical and well coached, and it's always close games. And so anytime you're playing Calgary, people know what you're bringing.
Are you lingering, I don't know if resentment's the right word, towards Winnipeg?
I understand what they have going over there, right? They got a great room of guys, a locker room that's gotten older as you've gone, more veteran. Me getting hurt, some young guys in the fold, it makes sense that, you got to move on at times. I've seen it throughout my career. When I was a rookie, seen it to veterans like, Geroy Simon, for example. And then he went to Sask, and then he won a Grey Cup the next year. So, that's what I'm focused on is, doing what I need to do, help this team win a Grey Cup.
So who else do you kind of know in the locker room there? You mentioned kind of you and Dave go back, but are there some other guys you got connections with?
Yeah, I've gotten to know a few, especially like Flo.
Yep.
Flo through CFLPA and stuff. So, there's a handful of guys, and it's always nice to kind of come to rooms. You got some warm faces and friendly faces, and but it's been a great fit so far. Guys have been, welcoming, and the coaching staff's been great, and it's overall great atmosphere.
Considering they're playing Winnipeg this week, will you have any insider information you can offer?
Listen, I know Winnipeg inside and out. They know that. I know that they know that. They're not dumb. They're going to probably try to do some different stuff, which is fine. At the end of the day, do what you do. Play your game. Take care of your business, and good things will happen. So it's just a matter of, helping them understand what way they think and what their process for how they like to win games. And beyond that, you just go out here on our side and execute our game plan.
Last time you're in that dressing room, you're spraying champagne all over it, and teammates were dumping beer on each other's heads, huh? Good memory.
2019, that was a good one.
Yeah.